Hey, my name's NWeke, mostly known as the Curator of Cool. In my journey of understanding menswear, I've learned that it's more than just suits. So I've decided to meet up, sit down, and break bread with people whose style that I admire, talk about their style, so I can learn more about my style. So you're now watching Curate. Hey everybody, it's me, Endurance. I am sitting right now with Jorden Jakobs.
Hello.
Real good friend of mine. Jorden, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So the whole premise of the show, basically I invite people whose style that I admire. Just want to sit down, chop it up, because we haven't in a while, and basically just talk about your style.
Cool.
So for the people at home that don't know, who is Jorden Jakobs?
Jorden Jakobs is a blogger, stylist, and social media influencer. I love doing it all. I really love the creative scene and trying to make a creative scene in Seattle. Yeah, well, it's already there, but you know, we're growing it.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that comes to mind when I talk to people about you is that the aura that you radiate in real life is the same thing that I see in your photos. Really? Just the originality, the color, like everything pops. Where does that passion come from? I really want to portray who I am through photography. So I think it really just comes from my inspiration of wanting to live life to the fullest. And part of that is doing it through photography. So I want to portray myself that way. That makes me so happy you see that. That makes me so happy. So you mentioned photography. Do you also tend to be behind the scenes as well as in front of the lens as well?
I do both, yeah. I do both. I love, I'm starting styling. So I really want to get into, like you're doing today with me. I really love picking unique pieces and creating this crazy look that you wouldn't be able to wear in public, but it works in editorial photography.
Yeah.
And then I love, my best friend's a photographer, so I've been helping her quite a bit, being her little assistant. Gotcha. Yeah, learning what I can with photography, because it's insane what these people do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't get, I click a button with, I started out with blogging or photography, I had an Instagram boyfriend years ago, but when we broke up, I had to do it by myself. So I took a tripod and a remote, and I would just go around Seattle taking pictures by myself. And I love doing it. It took a lot of tries.
Oh, for sure.
But I still am exploring photography because I don't know that much about cameras.
Gotcha. So shout out to Mandy. Mandy, we love you. Mandy. Your best friend, Mandy. Mm-hmm. When I see you guys work together, I've commented on one of your photos that said you guys are the dynamic duo. For me, it just feels like every time you guys sync up and cook something, you execute immeasurably well.
Thanks.
A lot of you guys, if you haven't seen their Halloween fits, a lot of that was just you made on your own, right?
Yeah, we did.
And that's just like, for me, that's astounding, because you never see people just be like, look, we're just gonna buy some stuff and then we're gonna bedazzle and DIY some stuff and just make it even that more great. So when I see you guys working together, I tend to think of, you know how you go home and you just have this book on a coffee stand or a coffee table? Yeah. I tend to see your art that way. It's just, it holds a moment in time for me. And so I just see all your work as just a collection of photos in this book, that I would just love for people to just be like, look, if you want to see different fits, different realities, and just different ways to be authentic and original, I would say follow you guys. How hard is planning all that?
Mandy and I, Mandy's this idea machine, and it doesn't stop. And from the first day I met her, it was like, we should do this and we should do this. And so we have to reel in these ideas and actually execute them. So, and that gets caught up in between our friendship where we'll like sit down and have a meeting to plan a photo shoot, and then we start talking about our lives, and then back to the photo shoot, and then back to our lives, and then finally by the end of the dinner we've got both done. Yeah, so it's really fun working together. She is a brilliant mind and she's so talented. I absolutely adore her.
That's awesome. When I see people do different shoots, one thing, okay, so when I see people do different shoots, right? My main thing is that I never see them ever again with those fits on. But for you and Mandy, it's the opposite. Like what you've produced in the shoot, I can see in a story, I'll see you out in real life. And for me, I find so much gratification from that. And because Instagram has a way of making things seem so grandiose and just one time. And for your style to just always be on point every moment. And that is like, no, I didn't just throw this, together on Instagram so you can never see, but you actually wear those things. How would you describe your style for the folks at home?
Yeah, I really love things. I want to express who I am through my clothing, so I don't have to tell you about myself. You can kind of just get it, which, I mean, that's up to other people's opinions. But I really want to wear things, I want them to portray how I feel as a person. So it's typically like happy and sparkly and a little bit eccentric and just something different. You're not gonna walk into an event and expect to see that outfit. I want to wear something that's eye-catching.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So more like shock and awe a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Memorable.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever. So most people don't know I call Jorden Starfire. The reason why, if you see on Instagram, she wears a lot of bold colors, which she alluded to. You'll see her in orange, like burnt orange, bright orange, the canary yellows, the powdered yellows, all different things like that. And for me, the reason I call her Starfire is just because the notion of like what she just explained, her style is more just out there. But not only that, it's not like she puts something together that she can't wear. She doubles down in who she is as a person. So you get the aura around her mixed in with the outfit, and you're just like, I have to know this person, whoever she is. So that's where the origin of Starfire came from. What was my next question? Oh, so earlier you said you do social media.
Yes.
For the folks at home, she's a big deal, like legit big deal. How did you get into being an influencer?
Kind of goes a little bit deeper than just wanting to be an influencer.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I was really sad overall in life. I was not very happy and proud of who I was. And I really wanted to start making a change. So I was able to do that through blogging.
Okay.
I was so socially awkward and I didn't know how to make friends and I didn't understand fashion. So starting a blog, I had to start going to social events and I had to start making friends and talking to people. And so I was able to put myself and challenge myself, put myself in situations to challenge myself more. So that is why I started it. But I also had a love for fashion photography. I've had it since I was a teenager. So one day it clicked, like, oh, I love it so much, maybe I should start pursuing this. Yeah.
No, that's great. I never knew it. I'd known of you, and then I think actually I was following you at the time, and your stories were always come off, you were talking about things. You're very personable, you're very original, authentic, and you're like, guys, I had a bad day. I'm like, look girl, me too, let's talk about it. And so your stories were just very opening. I could just watch your stories and be like, okay, at least I'm not the only one that feels bad today, whether it's like I'm stuck in traffic, had a bad day at work, doing different things like that. Another thing you alluded to was just helping to create more of a creative scene in Seattle, whether it's through your work styling, editorials, or just even with photography that you're trying to do. How would you kind of say, well, the first question I'd start with is, what would you identify Seattle's style aesthetic to be?
It's so interesting because I think it's a little bit everywhere. There are so many different types of styles in Seattle, and I love that. I mean, if you look across the board, it's kind of boring when you see people walking on the street, but when we're talking in the creative industry, people who are really into fashion, I don't know, it's starting to become shiny. Like, people look good. You walk into these events that we've been going to for years and people look amazing. It's not like LA shiny, but it's Seattle shiny.
Seattle shiny, I'll take that. Okay. So for all of us in this creative outlet, how do we take that shining aspect and bridge it out through the rest of Seattle? Because there's a lot of people that need help, men and women alike, or people that just don't know, you know? So how do we help them figure out what works for them and just bring things into not saying we have to be on par with an LA or a New York or Chicago, but just have Seattle be renowned as its own entity, its own set of aesthetic styles?
I think about my friends or people I've met through the years, and a lot of them constantly say, I love your outfit, I could never wear that. It just wouldn't look good on me. But if you want to dress well, if you want to wear that piece you're in love with, it doesn't start with it's not going to look good on you. It starts with you putting it on and walking out the door, and that's all it takes to look fly. Like, you just got to walk out the door and wear that piece.
Right.
So if it comes to people being afraid to express themselves through clothing, just got to do it because it feels so good. It feels amazing. You just got to walk out the door. That's all. And then people will be asking you about your outfit all day, and they'll be like, how does she have the confidence to wear that? You just gotta put it on and walk out the door.
Look, that's a bar. That's a whole bar for you guys. Yeah, so pretty much, those are all the questions that I had for you. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna put you in some cool fits. Guys, she's about to look real fly. I tried real hard. She's about to look awesome. So we're gonna put you in some fits, see how you like them, and then we'll just have a good time.
I'm so down. Thanks, Jorden.
You're welcome. All right, so I got a couple fits for you.
Yeah.
The tough thing about finding fits for you is that you already have a bunch of colors in your closet, right?
Yeah.
And you make everything look so effortless, so it's kind of a challenge to me not to change what's in your closet, but just simply enhance and upscale it and just put pieces that you would be like, yeah, I could see this, you know, in my closet. Let me go ahead and grab that.
I like that. Okay.
So the first thing that I want to do, since we're in the fall, well, more like winter season, a lot of aesthetics that I was going for was cozy, still bold, but still you.
Yes.
So the first thing I started with was this, we'll say cable knit sweater.
I love it.
I like
this
it
is comfy.
Because I don't get to see you in a lot of like dark colors. Like, you dress bright. Again, you have the bright colors and everything all the time. And I was like, let's not tone it down, but let's put it in some different aesthetics that people haven't seen you in before.
No, thank you. You're expanding my horizons because I'm wearing black pants, but I never really wear black. It is always color.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've actually seen you wear black pants. Yeah. I'm like, look, this is cool.
It is cool. I need to wear it more. I'm the opposite of everybody. Everyone wears black.
That's true.
I need to get into it.
Okay. So the next thing I did is I just have a couple different pairs of denim jeans. Some high-waisted jeans going for you, basically just distress. Just to, again, there's some times where we like wearing jeans, but the whole distress thing is in now. But what I was thinking in was basically pairing this with that. Sometimes sweaters are just super big that you don't want to wear them floating outwardly. So what I was thinking about was honestly just you tucking it in, just saying like, I don't really have anything else to wear but this sweater. I want to go out and have brunch with Mandy. Let me just put some jeans on and just walk out the house like that.
Comfy.
Exactly.
Comfy and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that, comfy and cute. CC. Okay, cool. So the next thing that I got you, or the next outfit I'll say, was these. They feel like leather. Oh,
it's like suede inside.
Yeah.
It's so
We got money
soft
over here.
inside.
We got money over
Anthropology. I see the tag.
Exactly.
It has pockets.
Exactly. So we got these. I don't think what would they be? Overalls? A jump like a.
Yeah, I think it is not overalls.
Right.
Is overalls just a jean aesthetic?
No, I wouldn't say that.
But this is more like a jumpsuit.
Okay. So jumpsuit overalls. I got you first.
There we go.
So I like this color because I haven't seen you wear this type of green before.
I haven't.
And again, not saying I want to put you in all black, but a lot of this is going to be basically black. Just having you with this top on, again, something very cute, very nice. You could tuck it in or just wear it out. You don't even have to wear it with this. You can pair it with the jeans again. I would love everything to circulate and move within everything. I mean, move within each other.
Yeah.
So that you can create more than one fit. But I definitely like this fit. And you like to wear hats a lot. And so those berets that you normally have, that's the kind of fit that I was thinking.
So cute.
For me, that's kind of like a Paris vibe.
Yeah.
You know, that's one place that I know that you've talked about wanting to escape to. So I was like, okay, well, if she goes, she could take this with her. So this last fit, basically, I took a little bit of you, mixed it with a little bit of me, and came out with a lot of sweet stuff. So this top from Scotch and Soda, again, Starfire. So I just thought
I love stars.
this radiates with who you are and just your aesthetic.
Yeah.
A lot of great colors, a lot of bold patterns, but then also mixed in just a black skirt.
I love this skirt. You did such a great job.
Yes. Yes.
Pieces that I would not go to the store and pick out, but I want to wear these. It just needed to be put in right in my face.
See, that's I think that's the tough thing because it's sometimes you have aesthetics or sometimes you have inspirations, and for me it's like whatever those things are, trying to stay true to figure out what you like, but also press the boundaries of what's comfortable. Because I could have just brought in a jacket, you know, some boots, and just be like, okay, it's rainy. And just be like, okay, cool, we're done. But I really, really wanted to pay attention and just add more detail. Accessories are still something that I'm learning, but I just want to master the details of just patterns, colors, and different textures.
I love that.
And last but not least, we got money over here. I thought everything would fit together with these shoes. The first thing I thought in getting these shoes was, I don't need to buy any more shoes. Build outfits around this aesthetic because this is just a statement piece on its own.
It is.
And so I think the execution and just trying to pair each of these three fits with this makes it much more worthwhile than just finding, you know, a pair of Vans, a pair of Nikes, or a pair of heels. So that's the reason that I really went with it. And I can't remember the last time I held some Jimmy Choos.
I've never had a pair of Jimmy Choos.
So yeah.
These are beautiful. I can't wait to put them on.
Okay, so let's put on these outfits and let's see how you look in them.
All right.
All right, cool.
Sounds good to me.
Hey Jordan, thank you for being a guest on the show today. It was a great time catching up with you. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe at the bottom, and any likes and comments, I would definitely love it. Let me know what fit you liked out of all of them. Definitely had a great time putting her in all of these fits. But again, thank you for being on this journey with me. Don't forget to subscribe. It's great being able to pump these videos out and just let me know what you guys want. Guys, we started early and now we're moving on to women, but I haven't forgot about you guys. So just, hang tight, but also enjoy, everything that's going on. This is me learning, and I appreciate you guys coming on this journey with me. Until next time, you guys take it easy. Peace.